You know, for years I've struggled with trying to deal with these little tires on some of these small machines, like my snapper. I was working on my snapper project, which I put out that video, I guess a couple of weeks ago or whatever it was. And, you know, it's got tire issues, and in the front on a little 4-inch tire. Now, of course, for years I made something that fits the vise. Some of us have these small units. These are tire changers, what have you. And then you've got to wrestle with it. I've even done it like on the ground with my knees and screwdrivers. And, you know, I don't have a lot of tools for dealing with tires. But a couple of years ago, I picked up something, a nice machine that on Amazon. It was a little bit of a different design. And I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. It was really inexpensive. I don't remember the brand, but you can find this unit on Amazon. And I thought I'd share this with you because I had to deal with this tire on the snapper. And these little 4-inch rims, they're probably way more of a pain in the neck than anything else. The tires are firm. They don't want to move. Well, anyway, I was really tired that day and working on that project. And it was the next morning and this thing keeps going flat and had a tube in it. And I was like, once again, I was really kind of surprised because, so I'll show you in this video if you're interested. It was not stressful at all. It did not fight me. I didn't even have the energy to fight with it. Yes, I do have some experience with it. I've had it for a couple of years. I've done a few tires already. As you can see, I've got a lot of equipment laying around out there in the garden. So with all the different equipment and things, projects I have coming up in the future, tires, dealing with tires and rims is a thing if you're into small engines and ATVs and tractors and small equipment and yard equipment. Anything with a wheel with a pneumatic tire, I don't have to tell you, fellas and ladies, that yes, it's a pain in the neck. So let's take a look at this video. I figured I would just share it with you. It went pretty easy. It's a neat machine. You'll see how I use it, what I did. I don't have all the tools that I need. I still need some spoons and I need one of those bead seeders. But now I'm definitely prompted to get all that stuff because, like I said, I've got a lot of stuff to work on and will continue to do so in the future. And this thing was it was nice. It was almost fun. Let's get to the video. We want to put it with the hole up so we can figure this out. Get that valve in there. And this works backwards. I don't know why the thread was working backwards. So if you want to tighten it, you have to go in the opposite direction. But it seems to lock in pretty good. The only thing is, pull it up so that it kind of locks in good and gets these little poles or cleats out of the way as best you can. Give it a good tighten. Snug it good. Now, I'm going to take, is there which side I would like out to the front? It doesn't matter on these, but I might want to put the nicer side out or maybe the worst side out because you might want to keep an eye on it. We're just going to lubricate this with a little bit of liquid soap. And I forget how to do this. You got to get it down to where the recess of the rim is. You always want to work into this recess here. So that's where you're going to get your clearance from. And generally, I mean, it's tighter, it's harder to do on these smaller rims, for sure. Sometimes it's easier on the opposite side. Like you'll notice there might be an offset to the rim. Oh, it's almost there. Almost there, fellas. But on the tighter ones, you might need a little persuasion. I want to get myself some tire irons. I don't have any. I'll get there. See? Pretty simple. I didn't struggle with it. Now, we want to put the tube in, and you don't want to get any sauce on your tubes. No kind of sauce or anything. No, nothing. Don't put anything on it. I just took this outside and I powdered it. Talcum powder. Because on these tubes, they're not going to want to cooperate with you. So now you can lift it up all the way. Just try to hold it up and shove the tube in. And with everything clean and dry and a little bit of powder, I think it works a little bit better. I've tried it with spray lube,
and it just doesn't work. It will frustrate you. So soap is fine for the rubber to the rim, but not for here. Take the valve out, the inside valve core out. There we go. We're basically in. It's getting a little wet, but it's not terrible. Yeah, there we go. And I'll get that in there. Might just need a pair of pliers to do it, because we're a little out of room. Hold on. I find that this machine works pretty good once you get used to it. I need a straight pair of pliers, I think. There it is. Just gotta line it up. Come here, you. Done. All right, make sure the tube's not sticking out anywhere. Tube's in. See, it's a little easier with the talc. And you gotta clean it. Besides, you wanna clean the tube anyway. And inside here, run your fingers in through the inside after you've cleaned it to make sure nothing's poking through. Some little sticky thing. Could be anything. All right, now, I want to make sure that this guy's down. Yeah, it's just down as far as we can go. And we'll put a little bit of lube on. Then this pipe goes in. And sometimes it's hard to find the center. Yeah, we're a little off. Yeah. The center is got to come this way a little bit, but the size of the tire is kind of small for it. So that's our pilot. It is what it is. There's not much we can do about it. Just stick this guy in here. Just watch out. There's our tube. Try to hold it so that we don't cock the tube. Almost. Hold on, I had to let go. Give me a second. I'm tired too this morning, so I don't have any strength, but it doesn't require a lot. Here it comes. I want to make sure that we don't cock that tube. There we go, that's where I want it. I really want to be over here somewhere. Another thing too is I don't have a walk around room. I have to move stuff out of my way. And we'll be able to move it though once it's in there. It's coming. That's it. We're done. See? You see how simple that is? I really didn't put much effort into it. I'm just tired this morning. Now, because of these cleats, we got to remove the rim from the machine in order to fill it. So it's not terrible, but it won't allow a bead to seat. So now the only thing I'm missing now, other than the spoons, is I need to get myself, my hands on a bead seater, where you just blow tons of air in all at once. We go bring it all over to the bench. I'll put this in and we'll fill the tire up. Got to put that valve in, the valve core.
So as I mentioned in the intro, I've even made stuff to fit the vise, and a lot of this stuff is just janky crap. Of course, even when I was in high school, I learned how to do a car tire and a truck tire on the ground with the right tools, but by hand, and nobody really wants to do that. But if you're hard pressed, you do what you got to do, and you might be thinking, well, I can get by, I'll just get this tire off and back on. And you might want to think about this tool. It is really nice. I know some people farm this stuff out. They give it to a shop, what have you, but that takes time. You have to go there and you burn gas and time. You have to wait or whatever it is. The location that I have it in, I was looking around. The shop needs a lot of reorganization. I've been working on that, cleaning up stuff. I've had some videos out on that for all the fellas that like to follow me. And eventually I will put this machine in a different location, but it does need to be bolted to the floor. I have seen some people put these things on plywood, put them outside. That's okay. I mean, I really don't want it outside because I don't want it to get ruined, because it will. It rains here constantly, and with all the other weather issues, and we live down by the water, salt water. So it'll get ruined. So I shoved it there, and I'm not unhappy with its location. but it could be optimized better. But then again, I don't do this all the time. And if you're not doing it all the time, that's one thing, bring it down to a shop. But if you think you're going to be doing it more frequently and you want the convenience, I got to tell you, it's nice having this thing around. So thanks for watching this episode, and come back and check out some of my other stuff here at Arch's Garage.